Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys real quick how this works. I got a basic $200 HP laptop. It is running Windows 10. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do what's called a USB boot or USB live boot. I have Kali Linux on this USB stick. It's just a 16 gigabyte USB stick. Now the first thing that I would have to do is I have to go into the BIOS. So in order to do that, I'm going to power it on, and as soon as I do the power on, I'm going to press the F9 key. So you're going to see how this works. So I just hit the power button and I'm just going to tap the F9 key, and we see this little screen that pops up, the boot manager. And what I can actually do is, I already have this set up, but to show you how you would do this if you don't have it set up, it could be different on different types of laptops, but as far as this one goes, you can see right on the screen it says press F10 to BIOS. So I'm now going to press F10, and that's going to take me into the BIOS. Here you can see up at the very top there's some tabs. It says main, and I can go over to security, configuration, boot options. So one of the things that I've done here to make this possible is, let's go right back through everything here. And I did go ahead and enable virtualization, not necessarily needed to do this, but what you do need to do is right here you can see it says USB boot, and I have it as enabled. So that is one of the things you're going to have to do. And in order to actually make that possible, I believe you just press the space button to alternate, but down at the bottom left it actually says for help you can press F1. So if you press F1, it actually shows you right here. There's a little sub menu that pops up that shows you what you would have to do in order to like select or deselect or change a particular option. But like I said, I've already enabled it. You can see that it is enabled. And the other thing that you're going to have to do is, if you go down here, you have your boot order, and I have changed the boot order so that USB flash drive is at the top of the list. And that's important because what you want to happen is you want for the laptop to look first to a USB stick that is plugged in. If it is in fact plugged into the side of the laptop, you want it to look to the USB stick first for an operating system, and if it doesn't find one on there, then it will go to the next one, and basically it'll end up booting from Windows. So it has to be in the correct order. You have to have the USB flash drive as the first on the list. So after you've made those changes, I go back up here to the top here, and all I'm doing is I'm just pressing these keys right here to make that happen. In this case, I haven't made any changes, so I'm just gonna ignore changes and exit. And it's going to take me back out to this screen. Alright, so now we're going to actually do the USB boot.